Good morning to all. In this video, we are going to discuss about the topic electrical forces. One sec. Hello. Yeah, Arun. What happened to you? Do you know what happened to Arun?
I think I felt something attractive.
Do you know why this happens to Arun? I think it happens to Godson also. Yeah, this is our topic electrical forces.
Electrical forces. Electrical forces is the force of attraction or repulsion between charged particles. This is described using Coulomb's law. So, Coulomb's law states that the force of attraction between two charged particles is directly proportional to the product of their charges and square of distance between them.
There are two forces, attractive force and repulsive force. Attractive force pulls objects towards each other like opposite charges, gravity and opposite magnetic force, and repulsive force push objects apart. Example like charges, like magnetic poles and nuclear repulsion.
I think our teammates made a demonstration to make you understand this. Wait, I think Van de Graaff generator also work with this principle. Am I correct, Godson?
Van de Graaff generator. Van de Graaff generator is a machine that makes lot of static electricity. It has a moving belt that creates electricity which builds up on a metal ball. This creates a very high voltage. How it works? A belt moves around two wheels. The belt creates static electricity. The electricity builds up on a metal ball. What it is used for? A Van de Graaff generator is not only an impressive device but also has many practical applications. It is used in scientific research, education, and even entertainment. Imagine being able to create artificial lighting in a controlled environment. That's the power of Van de Graaff generator.
I think not only Van de Graaff generators, there is lot more applications that will be explained by Surya and Kotishwar.
Let's talk about the application of electrical forces. These forces are involved in everything we observe around us, from macroscopic levels to submicroscopic levels. For example, in nature, we can observe the action of electrical forces in lightning and thunderstorms, where the separation of positive and negative charges results in the release of high amount of electricity. In industries, we can see electrostatic precipitators, which is a device that is used to charge particles in a gas stream and attract them using opposite charges to reduce pollution. In farming and other areas, we can use electrical fence to give a short pulse of voltage to the contact body, or when a contact is made to the electrical fences, we can use some devices like a flashing light or producing sound at a particular frequency to disturb and distract the contact body or the animal away from the field. In biophysics, electrical forces plays a major role in the function of the organs. In nerves, electrical forces is very important to transmit the nerve signal from one part of the body to another part of the body. In muscle contractions, the electrical forces plays a vital role in the release of calcium ions into the muscles, which makes the muscle contract. In DNAs, the electrical forces plays a major role in the interaction between the proteins, which makes the DNA stable in an organism. There is a process called electrophoresis, which is the separation of molecules of a particular size or charge from the organs or solution.
Electrostatic force is used in photocopiers and laser printers, in which it is used to transfer toner, a fine powder, into the paper. Van de Graaff generator. This device produces a high voltage electricity by using a moving coil. Thus, charge transfer into a metal dome. The charges accumulate and hence forming a strong electric field. This device is used in various physics experiments and also in medical applications. Paint spraying in industries. Electrostatic forces improves paint application in automobile, and metal industries. The paint droplets are positively charged, and while they are leaving the nozzle, they are attracted to the negatively charged surfaces, ensuring the even coating and also reduces the wastage of paint. ECG or electrocardiogram. ECG measures the electrical activity of the heart by using electrodes which is placed on the skin. These electrodes detect even a small electric potential of the heart muscle during contraction. These readings help a doctor to diagnose or detect the disease like heart attacks, etc.
Wait. We are studying biophysics, right? So, what is the application of electrical forces in biophysics?
Yes, Ketana, the biophysics application will be explained by Maria.
Hi, I'm Maria. To explain about the biophysical application of the electrical forces, we have made a poster. Are nothing but the forces of attraction or repulsion between a charged particle due to their electrical charges. This is a plus charge and this is a minus charge. Due to a positive and negative, there will be a attractive force. So Q1 and Q2 are the two charges, and R is the distance between the two charges, and 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, it's a constant, proportionality constant, which we have already studied. So F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. It is nothing but Coulomb's law. Okay, now we are going for the biophysical applications. We can see there's a cell membrane and ion channels. In cell membrane, the movement of charged ions like sodium ion, potassium ion, Cl minus ions, and Ca2 plus ions cross the cell membranes for essential maintaining the cell potential and as well as the function. Here is the diagrammatic representation of that. And nerve impulse transmission. Neurons communicate through electrical signals that we all already know, created by the movement of the charged ions. That is due to that. The action potential in neurons falls in the sodium pump as well as the pump mechanism. And this is the representation of that. And we can see in our proteins and DNA, the protein folding enzyme activity, DNA stabilization depends on the electrostatic forces between the charged amino acids as well as the phosphate groups in the DNA. And this is bioelectrical electricity in organism. Some animals like electric eels and they will generate electrical charges, right, to navigation and for their defense. And further application, if we are going like electrocardiography, ECG, that will measure the heart's electrical activity to diagnose the cardiac diseases. And we can record the brain signals to study the brain function and detect neurological disorder. That is called as EEC, which is electroencephalography. And biomedical imaging in MRI and CT scan, there are also electrical charges used as a principle. And electroporation, we use that electrical pulses to introduce drugs or DNA into a cell for gene therapy kind of stuffs. And biosensors and medical diagnostic devices like glucose sensor work by the detecting the charge based on the interaction of biological fluids. And this is what the biological applications of the electrical charges.
Okay, now let me summarize the topic. Electrical forces are forces of attraction or repulsion. It can be termed as Coulomb force also, and it has mode of application in biophysics. And I will attach the resources which we had referred, and here we are.